Dr. Ackerman here with the Active Cafe, and today we are going to be talking about overnight oats. They're actually a great way to get a healthy snack, something that's going to fill you up and be a good pre-workout or a post-workout. And you can either make them on your own at home, or you can come to the Active Cafe and you can try our delicious overnight oats from HUMMUSFIT. So what HUMMUSFIT has done is that they've put together a variety of flavors, and they took the healthy Greek yogurt, the rolled oats, and protein powder, and then they flavored it with your favorite childhood obsessions. Cookies and cream. So the first thing I want to bring to your attention is that this has 518 calories in it. So keep in mind that is for the entire jar of overnight oats, which this thing weighs about a pound itself. I would recommend breaking these down into 2 to 3 servings depending on how you're eating it, meaning are you eating it as a meal or are you eating it in addition to your meal, and what your goals are. Are you looking to gain or lose body fat? Are you looking to gain muscle mass or lean down? So it all depends on what your goals are, but this is 2 to 3 servings of overnight oats in each HUMMUSFIT meal that we sell here at the Active Cafe. So the actual breakdown of protein, fats, and carbs is 518 total calories, 54 grams of protein in this whole serving, 6 grams of fat, 63 grams of carbs, that's a good amount of carbs, and then 14 grams of fiber. So I would look at the net carbs, which is where you subtract the fiber from the carbohydrates. So that gives you about 50 grams of net carbs. So if you divide this into 2 or 3 servings, you're talking about 10 to 15 to 20 grams of carbs per serving, which is not terrible for oatmeal and something that's going to give you a good carbohydrate before your workouts. All right, let's go ahead and get right into the tastings, and then we'll break down the macros for the rest of them. Just so good. So good, I could easily just polish off the whole thing right now. And I'm going to have to stop myself from doing that because I know you want to hear more about what these are good for. This is a great pre-workout because it has rolled oats. Rolled oats are a clean source of carbohydrates. They're low glycemic index, which means that it's not going to cause a crazy spike in insulin. And it's also going to give you long, sustainable energy throughout your workout or throughout your day. And that's why we like the rolled oats for a good source of pre or post workout. And then you have your little, it looks like Fruit Loops or some kind of cereal in there, just a couple pieces, which we know are going to be very high in sugar. Those are your high glycemic index foods. Those are the ones that cause a quick surge in insulin, which isn't a terrible thing because insulin has its purposes, and it's not the end of the world because the majority of this is healthy carbohydrates and it's going to give you some good long-term energy. All right, getting into these are our cinnamon roll, and we have 518 calories, 54 grams of protein again, 6 grams of fat, and 63 grams of carbs, and then you have to subtract your 14 grams of fiber to give you about 50 grams of net carbs. Same thing, it's got your Greek yogurt, it's got your rolled oats, and it's got a good amount of protein, and then they put just a little bit of your favorite treat in there to sweeten it up. So here we go, let's give it a try. Wow, tastes just like the Cinnabon when you go to the mall and you can smell the Cinnabons cooking from across the mall. It is just delicious. Now, I have to be careful because I can easily eat probably all 3 of these in one sitting and just end up with the worst stomachache ever. But the goal would be to maybe have this as a snack or have this as a little dessert with your dinner or with your lunch to give you that little bit of sweet craving that you have, but to cut out all the additional sugars that you would get from eating an actual cannoli or an actual Cinnabon. Okay, now we're going to get into one of our childhood favorites, which is the Fruity Pebbles flavor. And it has about the same amount of calories, 495. It's got 48 grams of protein, so a little bit less protein in this. 7 grams of fat, 63 grams of carbs, and 12 grams of net fiber. So you're still going to be getting a good amount of nutrition from eating this whole thing. And of course, it's got your favorite little Fruity Pebbles in there for all those kids out there inside of you. Can't go wrong with some Fruity Pebbles. And a lot of us, sometimes we have cravings. Instead of sitting down and actually opening up a box of Fruity Pebbles and adding in milk and adding in all these additional things that, like the entire box of Fruity Pebbles, there's just a couple of them in there. And then the rest of it is your Greek yogurt, your rolled oats, and your protein. So I would definitely recommend this as an alternative than eating the actual real thing. This is still much healthier than cake or muffins or any kind of really high sugar snack that you might be eating, and that doesn't even have the good fats or the good protein to give you your macros that you're looking for throughout the week. So come on down, try our overnight oats. I think you're going to absolutely love them. We get them from HUMMUSFIT, which is the hummus restaurant, and they make some of the most amazing foods, and these are some of the treats that they also sell. And you definitely have to try it for yourself. So come on down. We have some of the best flavors that you can imagine, and if you're thinking of a flavor that we don't have, they might even go ahead and make a flavor for you. So if you're interested, comment below what your favorite overnight oat flavor would be if you can make any overnight oat yourself. And you never know, we might be carrying it at the Active Cafe soon. So most importantly, remember to stay healthy and stay active, and we'll see you next time. Peace!